So today I'm back again, and today we're going to look at Hilleberg Akto. I'm going to walk you through this tent and tell you what's good and what's bad with it. But let's roll the intro.
We are Stina and Matti. We run a lifestyle company in the north of Swedish Lapland. For living, we work as nature guides and dog mushers. This is our life, our dream and our home. You're welcome to follow us on the journey.
So today I'm on the top of a small hill mountain close to Jokkmokk, and it's midnight sun. It's so beautiful. It's a lot of mosquitoes, so I have this mosquito machine with me. So today we're going to look at a solo tent from Hilleberg. It's Hilleberg Akto. This tent showed up on the market for more than 20 years ago. It was a totally new invention. I had never seen anything like that before. It's 1.7 kilo, and if you take out the poles here, you can stuff it into the bottom of the sleeping bag of the backpack or on the top, wherever. It's really, and then you can put them standing inside the backpack. Never outside, inside the backpack, because you don't want to lose them. So this is a solo tent. Hilleberg say it's a 4-season solo tent. I will show you why I think it's a 3-season tent. I use it as a 3-season tent. I use it in wintertime too, but for me it's a 3-season tent. Hilleberg Akto is totally 1.7 kilo. It have 10 pegs, Y pegs, and it has one 9mm very strong aluminium pole. A lot of other lightweight solo tents or lightweight tents, they easily crack if you must be very careful with them. This one, you should be careful with it, but if not, will not break down. In this bag there is also one extra pole if it breaks down, and there is replacement thing here, so you can repair it. I had never ever used this for the Akto, never. This tent is a little bit tricky to put up because you need the first 4 pegs. You can't really adjust them. It's not like a dome tent that's easy to move around and put wherever you want. So this need a place for 4 pegs at least. Now we're going to take a quick look how I put it up. This one, it's important that it's important of them that they are really closed. They should not be like that, they should be closed. All of them. That's super important with all tent you use. If this is like that, it will crack here. Close them. Then you try to find the way here where it's going in. Then you put this pole all the way to the bottom on the other side. Put that to the ground. Take it like this. Now you attach it here in the bottom there, and put one down there, and then you put another down. When you make this foot part, this one should go out like this, and this one here. It's the same on this side. These two should be tightened out to make it nice. You take this, put it out here more. So what I think is important is that these ones are going out. This should be tight here, because if this is not tight when it's raining, and then the two fabrics are touching each other. Then there is two more strings here. I don't use them today, so today I'm using 8 pegs. Hilleberg write in their description of this tent that you can use just 4 pegs, but I think minimum 4 pegs in each side, so you need 8 pegs for this tent. The ventilation of this tent is here. Now you see it's open here. It's a zipper here. This ventilation is very, very difficult to open and close from the inside. It is possible to do it, but I usually do it from the outside. During the night, if it's not bad stormy weather and the rain coming that side, I try to always keep them open. I like to have good ventilation in the tent, and then you get a more drier environmental in the tent. Hilleberg also have this on this Akto tent. Here you see, you can actually open here. This is new on the latest version of the tent. The first Hilleberg tent didn't have that. This thing, I love it because I like cooking my morning coffee and morning tea inside the tent. And with this one I can start the stove in here and keep it going and boiling macaroni or whatever if it's bad weather, and get the moisture out. So this thing is good for me. If you want, you can attach extra rope here, and I haven't done it. So this zipper is covered with this thing. It's good both for it's not raining through it, and I also think these zippers are really good. And this, on a lot of tents, cheaper tents, the first thing that break down is a zipper. I had never had a problem with the zipper on the Hilleberg tent. You can take this away and attach it here. This fabric for the flyer is Kerlon 1200. I think it's one of the medium strong fabrics that Hilleberg use. Put the tube and they put the fabric in the bottom, and then they fill the tube up with water, and they see how much they can fill up before it starts leaking. And this can hold the fabric in the bottom of the inner tent. This is even stronger, so this can hold. And that's super important because you don't want water from the ground. And we're going to look a little bit closer at the inner tent now. The whole bottom of the tent is, I'll show you, it's built up like so it is actually 7 centimeters here on the sides that is waterproof. So even if it's water around you, it will not leak in water to the floor, through the floor or over the edge. A lot of tents have just a strong floor, but they don't have this sides around. So if you look here, this, I don't know if you call it porch. This porch is quite big actually. I can sit in here I'm 172 centimeter long, and I can sit here without going into the inner tent. This is very, very important for me because I'm not sitting here, of course, but I need this space for my rain clothes, my wet boots, and also for my cooking gear. And I won't be able to cook in the porch here without sitting outside if it's bad weather. So I'm sitting in my inner tent and cooking here. Now we open the inner tent. So you can actually see I have a lot of space in here, my tent. It's both space for a big sleeping mat in the inner tent and my backpack. If it's not a super big backpack. So usually I keep my isomat here, and then I have some space for camera gear or a backpack, or I keep the backpack in the porch. I make different time, but as you see, it's quite a lot of space for being a one-person tent. In this inner tent you have some pockets like this for extra gear. Actually just one pocket. Here is the mosquito net. You open it like this. So it's not a super big ventilation opening here. If I would wish something of this tent, I would wish to be able to maybe open here for mosquito net, with a mosquito net or something, and on both sides like this. Hilleberg said that this is a winter tent, and it is a winter tent. You can use it in winter. I'd use it on dog sled tours, and I'd use it winter time. The problem I see with this during the winter is when you have heavy snowfall, this collects snow. So you get a lot of snow here. It will not fall off because this is so flat. So for me, I use it as a 3-season tent. It's a perfect 3-season tent. I think it's a good solo tent for one person or one person with two dogs. It's not the lightest tent you find on the market, but you can really trust this tent. It will not let you down. I have been through snowstorms, I've been through heavy rain and thunderstorms with this tent, and they don't break down. You can use them for many years and they will not break down. It's a lot of money, I know that, but when you sell it second hand, you will get some of this money back. You can find them second hand too, and then it's not so much money. So my recommendation, if you want a 3-4 season tent, go for Hilleberg Akto. So that was all from Matti in Swedish Lapland. Ciao!